in you. You got the light in you. No one can take it from you. You got the light in you. You gonna shine on through. You got the light. You got the light. You got the light, light, light. You got the light in you. You got the light in you. You got the light in you. No one can take it from you. You got the light in you. You gonna shine on through. You got the light. You got the light. You got the light, 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 light.
I am happy, but I'm sad.
Oh, yay. Cheers. Thank you, baby. Okay, time to work. Work, work. Hi, baby. I'm putting on my makeup right now.
Don't try to stop me while I'm driving in the fast lane. I got that easy pass and you stuck in the cash lane. Spark up ambition, no more wishing, this is real now. And we be damned to let go of the way it feels now. Magic into motion, unwavering devotion to all the commotion. Focus, focus. All the lights are flashing, beautiful distractions. Pour all of your passion into action, action. Keep the momentum going. Step on gas, keep the momentum going. And all the back, keep the momentum going. Don't stop the flow, keep the momentum going. So you won't ever know you got your soul. What's your fixation, fantasy of pure elation? You can't attain it, stay and post it at your station. Don't try to pull me off my cloud, ain't coming down now. It's not a me to be a basic facing the crowd now. Magic into motion.
Let's see if it works. It should do. Okay. Oh my gosh, he's so on time. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's start this. Hello, Mr. Michael Torrence. Thank you for joining me here at home from your home in California. So
Yes.
you are in Los Angeles, California, right?
I am, yep.
Okay.
It's beautiful weather.
Okay, yeah, right? I mean, we've got California weather here in New York as well today. I don't know what's going on. It was supposed to rain. No rain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fabulous. But were you were raised in California, in Los Angeles as well, or not?
No, so I was raised in California, but in a very small, conservative, white town in California. It's called Tulare. Love it. It was where I was born and raised. It taught me a lot, but then it also taught me stuff I should not have been taught. So, from a very small country town, very, very conservative, about 40,000, 50,000 people that live in this little town.
Okay, so interesting that you said already that it's a white town. So you mean like predominantly white people. So which one, so you are biracial. Do you identify as biracial or mixed race?
So that's funny that you say that, because I just had this conversation with my mother. So my mother's white and my father's black.
Okay.
And so it's this weird dichotomy that you struggle with being biracial. And it's like, you know, to America, I'm a black man, period. They don't know if my mom's white, they don't know if my dad's white or black, they don't know. They just see the color of my skin, they say he's black. But I was raised by a white mother, a single white mother, so culturally I have a white upbringing, and especially coming from a small conservative town, I was raised in a white environment and with white culture. Mm. So a lot of that was missing, you know, growing up. And so I identify in America, but understanding that I have privilege with the color of my skin, I have privilege with how I was raised, and there's stuff that I experienced that other black folks don't experience. So, and that's why I didn't explore joy, because I really wanted to talk about that, of of being black in America, but then also having these other layers that it's hard to unpack and unfold and even come to terms with and accept within my own self. So to answer your question longer, I am black.
Yeah, no, okay, so that's going to be my next question. But before that, I just spotted from the periphery of my eye, did you bring an adult beverage with you?
I have a drink here.
Okay, cheers. Oh, we have to cheers first. Cheers. There we go. Marvelous. Okay, hold on. So, my question, as obviously you can tell from my accent, I am British. And the history in England with black or white or mixed race or biracial is very, very different than it is here in America. And it was interesting that we met because you responded to something that I tweeted, because I have biracial children. I'm married to a white man. I am fully black, fully African, but born in London. So the whole thing was interesting for me watching your show. Which, if you can, just explain to the audience exactly what your show is about.
Yeah, I play Jordan. So I'll tell you how the show came to be and why it happened. So I'm an actor out here in Los Angeles, and as weird as this sounds, and this is not a true experience. This is my experience. This isn't a universal experience, I should say. This is my experience. I would go into audition rooms, and I was not black enough. Can you be more black? And I would audition for roles, and I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. And that just feels uncomfortable for me, like, be more black. I hate that term. And then, on top of that, there were white roles where, well, we don't need you because you're not white. So, and it's weird in Hollywood because you see the casting, they cast lighter skinned people, but you have to perform it in a way that fits their mold. It's just weird. It's weird and it's strange. And so I was like, well, you know what, let me write a show kind of about that experience. Yeah. Then let me take it deeper. And let me take it into my upbringing. So the show is about Jordan Clark, who's played by me. And it's pretty much a comedic, biopic type of show about my coming of age and coming to terms with my identity in college. And so, like I said, I was raised culturally white. I was raised in a very white town, and I was kind of ignorant, to be honest, and not aware of race and how I move about in the world until I moved here to Los Angeles. And I got called the N-word for the first time, or I got followed for the first time, and all this stuff. So I'm like, whoa, this is different.
So question. Can I just quickly interrupt? So with you being raised by one race other than the other instead of the other, or not both of them, is it one parent's responsibility, do you think, to open? To expose the child to all the races that make up the child, do you think, or was it?
I do.
Okay.
I do, yeah. But it's also a slippery slope, because then, like, my mother is my best friend. We talk every day, and I love her with all of my heart. And she is, if people that do know her, she has the biggest heart, and she loves everyone, and she's so kind. But putting that pressure on her to educate her on a culture that I was missing, right. Being a single mother raising 2 kids as a waitress without a degree, so it's like there's so much that she was already trying to do to keep us alive and keep us survive, that educating on top of that just added another layer. So I don't fault her for that, but I do see that there was a missing element in my upbringing, and at the end of the day, that's just an uncomfortable truth. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's an uncomfortable truth that I was missing something. Yeah. And so when I got to college and I was interacting with the black folks, and in the show, as you've seen, there's stuff that, those are real life conversations I had. Like, I never heard of Set It Off until I was 19, 20 years old. I never heard of, like, these black shows and black culture and music, and I was like, what? That is crazy. Like, it was, I just didn't know. Yeah. And I was moving about the world with this my color of my skin, missing something that the world saw me as, that I was missing as for myself. Yeah. And so I wanted to show that in this show, but I also wanted to touch on issues that are important and real, but also make it light, and also bring some kind of comedy to it, because in this world we live in today, we see negativity and we see dark and drama, and it's just ugly, especially what's going on right now. Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of shed light and make it comedic and digestible, but still talk about those issues of race and what it means to be biracial and the complexities behind that.
It's wonderful. There's a scene, I can't remember if it's in season 1 or season 2, but you guys all you're invited to a party, right? You didn't know it was a frat party. I mean, coming from England, I'm like, frat party? What's that? Oh, it's like a college thing, okay. But I guess most of the time, like, a frat party tends to be predominantly white, but you guys, none of you know, and it's a mixed crowd going. You guys get there and it's like, oh, why didn't you tell us it was a white party? The camera turns and it's like all white kids, which to me, because I grew up in a part of London, in Peckham, anyone that knows South London, it was predominantly black, but my mother was a single mother as well, raising 5, children without a father. Yeah, exactly. These African women, I don't know about that, they have strength of I don't know what. But it was interesting because we weren't made to feel like we were just black. It was like you look like everyone else, but you also should have friends from other areas. It's tougher when you're growing up in a place where everyone looks all one way and that's it, you know. So entering that party and then the white kids there, they started the trouble. Right?
Oh, another one. Thanks for coming. You know, look, if we were anywhere else, we would fuck y'all up, and y'all know that. And all these people here know that. So that's why you grabbing your freshly dropped balls, acting like you tough because you safe here with your people. Because you know and I know that if we did whoop your ass, that would get us in serious trouble. You know, or probably worse, beaten by campus security for simply stepping foot in your Ku Klux Klan rally that's masked up as a frat party. So you know what? We gonna leave. And let y'all to continue to celebrate your white supremacy because your racism and prejudice shows up in everyday interactions like this. It's not always wearing hoods and Walmart bought tiki torches. But you best believe me, bro. If we catch any of you dingleberry looking ass niggas around here again, it's on and popping. You soft ass nigga. It's not worth it, y'all. Let's go.
I love his speech. Like, that needs to be a monologue for people to go and do in auditions. I love it. I love the way that he just, it was so simple and yet so poignant. Obviously it's your writing, so bravo to you, but it was so poignant. It was poignant, it was to the point, it was strong, it was effective, it was not even aggressive like that. It was just the words. Let my words teach you something. You know what I mean? Like, we know the reality of where we're living and having this skin, you walking down the street, you don't know if someone's going to decide they're going to do that, you know, and that's the end of your life just because. Or the campus security comes, takes him away because, why? He's brown. And this is part of what you dealt with going to college. You got to college and you had friends from the black culture and the white culture. So how did you navigate? What did you learn a lot? Like,
yeah. So thank you for your kind words. That scene is my favorite, and a big shout out to the actor Shaquille Reeves. I tell him all the day, he's destined for greatness. He's one of the greatest actors I've ever had the chance of working with.
Yeah.
And when he worked with me, did the script, he read it, he texted me, he's like, thank you for challenging me, thank you for giving me this role. Wow. The one thing that he did with the role, and that part that I love, is what you just said. He didn't get aggressive, he didn't push no one. I didn't want to show angry black man.
Yeah.
I wanted to show an educated, articulate black man that's checking your privilege. And so he delivered it in a way that was perfect. So, Shaq, when you do see this, I love you, my brother. You are amazing.
I love you too.
To answer your question, though,
yes.
So identity to me is such a fascinating topic. So outside of being biracial and the black friends and the white friends, I'm also an openly gay man in America.
So I was going to ask you your coming out story. That's coming next. Go ahead.
Yeah. So all of that was happening during very formative coming of age years. I mean, I'm 18. I was 17, living in Los Angeles by myself, no friends or family. And I'm here for 5 or 6 years, and I need to come to terms with my sexuality. I'm coming to terms with my racial identity, my ethnic identity, what I've been taught for 18 years, what I need to learn. It's a lot moving. And on top of that, I got to make friends because I'm all by myself out here. So, what I saw and realized was when I was making friends in college, when I was making black friends, I was learning and I was absorbing, and there was something about me that I was gravitating towards, and I didn't know at the time what I was doing, but it was me yearning for something that I was missing for 18 years. Okay. And so when I was with my black friends and I was learning culture and I was learning terminology and slang and everything that I missed, I gravitated towards that, and I loved it because it taught me a lot. But then when I was making friends with my white friends, in a way, it was kind of a comfort for me because that's all I know.
Yes.
That's all I knew.
Yeah.
And so I was coming into college of like, yes, black people that can love me and teach me and mold me and whatnot. But then also I'm falling back on what I was raised with, and I'm by myself. I'm out here in Los Angeles. I'm closeted. I don't know anyone. This is all I know. So let me have this as a foundation, as an anchor for my fear of entering a world as an adult, as a closeted biracial man. And so that was happening a lot. And I was fortunate enough to where I was actually in a fraternity, which is where that frat scene was inspired by.
Yeah.
And in my fraternity, it was very multicultural. And things. We had Asian people in the fraternity, black people, white people. It was Mexican people. It was very diverse. And so immersing myself into that culture helped me kind of also realize and see other point of views from different aspects. And so, that's really what happened in regards to the identity part of making friends with black folks and white folks. It was interesting.
And
but it taught me a lot.
Did you have this use of the N-word, and it is used a lot in your show, and it is used a lot just in general, colloquial language, in New York, whatever, in the culture. This is how people speak. For me, it makes me very uncomfortable, and I find it to be an unnecessary word. And especially because knowing what the history is, obviously I didn't live the history. I don't even really have ancestors that lived the history. So I might not have a leg to stand on in my arguments regarding my hate for it. But what is your opinion of the use of the N-word, not just in your show, but in general?
I share the same sentiments with you, and I actually had a conversation with my friend about it. Okay. I personally don't use it, try not to use it, or when it comes out, it's kind of like that doesn't feel right or good. So I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I understand to your point of the community and the culture adopting and embracing it and claiming it and using it. I understand that perspective. But I want to talk about it within the lens of the show, because I just had this conversation with my friend, and the reason why I haven't part of it is because I feel like, from my experience, that word is used as a sense of community and a sense of we are together within black culture, just in general, and rap music and TV and television, and just, like you said, colloquial, just interaction with people.
Yeah.
That I wanted to use that word as a symbol of Jordan doesn't fit in.
Right.
Because he doesn't have that
connection,
degree of acceptance and proof. Yeah, but he doesn't have that ability to say that word that is owned by black people.
Right.
And whatnot. So personally, I personally try not to use it. I rarely use it, and when I do, it's like, oh, that didn't sound right. I don't know why I said that. Read
it back.
Backtrack. I don't like it. But in the rest of the show, it was used as a catalyst of Jordan using that word to try to find a way to be accepted. It's like, what can I say? What can I do to beat black?
Right.
And so that word is his word that he uses, and it just never lands. It never sticks.
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting because when I hear it, I'm like, ugh. It's a double-edged sword. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand it. I know why we use it.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, I don't like it.
Right.
But I get it. So it's tricky.
It's a two-way thing, and a double-edged sword, like you say. And I do understand that as well, because I understand the history. My thing is like, well, we understand where it came from, and I know, okay, we want to take the word and make it our own. Okay, but what is the history? If it's got a negative connotation, why not just erase it and use another word to? I'm dating myself here, but I know I watched a Richard Pryor special, and he, at some point in his life, after a lot of you did improv, so you know his work, I'm sure. He went to Africa, came back, and he's like, I am not calling a black person a nigger again. in Africa, there are no niggas. There are none, you know. So that's kind of my feeling about it. But I do understand how Black Americans have taken it and made it like, no, this is our word.
Yeah.
If you don't have this skin, don't try and utter it. You do not have the rights to. So I accept that. So then your coming out story, tell me that, and how did your black friends, the male black friends, the white, the female black friends, how did they take your revelation? Or did they already know? Was there something that they felt that they knew already, or was it a surprise? And how did you know? When did you know? When did you know?
Well, I knew when I was 8 years old. I was watching Disney Channel.
Yeah.
It was a movie called Johnny Tsunami, and I remember at the time, all of my friends, all the boys on the block, would all come to my house, and we would always watch the Disney Channel movies every Friday night. And that night was Johnny Tsunami, and there was girls in bathing suits, and we're on the beach, and the guys surfing, and the guys that were with were like, ooh, bathing suits and boobs, and now women, and I was like, huh, I don't feel that.
Oh.
I am not thinking what you're thinking. This is different.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Tsunami came on, he was surfing, and I was like, oh, that's what I like.
Okay.
But no one else was saying it.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is different.
Okay.
I'm different.
Right.
I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know the word.
Yeah.
I just knew that I was the only one that was feeling this from what I could tell.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Wow.
that's when I first knew.
Okay.
And so this is going to be actually kind of interesting. So, I came out first to my white friends. I came out to my white friends first because I was nervous about, there's this stereotype, and people can debate if it's a stereotype or if it really is true.
Okay.
And sometimes stereotypes can be true, and sometimes they're just outlandish and ridiculous.
Yes.
But from what I've experienced is I was hearing just candid conversations from black folks, more derogatory, that's gay or this or that from my black friends, more than I was hearing it from my white friends.
Yeah.
So therefore, when I was coming to terms with my sexuality, I needed to come out. I was like, well, I'm going to go to the people that seem like they would be more okay with it.
Yeah.
So I came up to them, and it was very seamless. Some of them knew, some of them were shocked, some of them were like, it's about time. And then when I came out to my mom, super accepting. She's like, I know since you were 8 years old as well. I was waiting for you to tell me I love you no matter what. Sister was the same way. She was like, yes, finally. Like, it was just kind of like a, yeah, he can live his life kind of feeling.
Yeah.
But there's one person in particular, I'm not going to say his name, but he's like my older brother. He's an older black man, lived in Los Angeles. He's culturally black. He really is a father figure in my life. And one of my best friends. And he was the last person I came out to. And it wasn't because he was homophobic, and it wasn't because he would ever say anything under his breath that I thought was homophobic, right? It wasn't because I thought he would disown me. I was fearful about having the one black male figure in my life possibly not accepting me for who I am. And that scared me. Because to my point of, I was yearning for black acceptance in college. I was yearning to be owned, or to belong to black culture, and I had this physical male manifestation of what that was in my life, and I was afraid my sexuality was going to cut that off from what I was yearning for. And he was, and for a while he was poking and trying to get me to say it, and I wouldn't. And then one day he just came up to me and he just said it. He goes, "Look, are you gay?" And I just stood there and I said, "Yes." And he gave me a hug and said, "I love you, bro."
Oh.
And so it was that moment where I was like, okay, who I am as a person, how I navigate and move about this world, there's going to be people that love me. There's going to be people that, and he still to this day will teach me, like, Chase, you can't say that.
Right.
You can't say this. Or you, and so that moment, that specific incident was a moment where I realized I can be half black, I can be half white, I can be gay. And I wrote that in the season 2 finale with my best friend's character that plays Kyle, when he says, "You're black, you're white, you're this, and all of that is okay.
Yes.
Just love yourself.
Love yourself.
Stop.
Yes. I thought to myself, this weed smoking guy is really hot and he's got a good brain, right? It was so wonderful.
Jordan, you are white, and you are black, and you are... Do you even know your sexuality?
I'm straight.
Cool. You're straight. You're more feminine than the typical dude. You don't do drugs. Sex isn't very important to you. You like white movies, black movies, you have white friends, black friends, all of that. All of that is okay. But until you are fully able to accept and love yourself for who you truly are, then you're just going to end up in the same situations time and time again. And trust me, that's no way to live.
One of my friends wrote to me and he said, Chase, episode 6, that last scene, was my favorite scene because it was you talking to yourself through your art. And that was brilliant. And I said, thank you for catching that. But that's what that was. That was me telling myself through another character that I wrote that it is okay to have all these identities, and it's okay to embrace it, and it's okay to continue to learn.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm still learning today. Like, there's still stuff today. I mean, with everything that's going on in the world with George Floyd and everything happening across this country, I'm in this weird space again.
Right.
To where these white cops and white supremacists and white nationalists are killing black people, but that's just part of my identity that I cannot ignore.
Yes.
But then at the end of the day, when I'm walking down the street, I'm still a black man in America.
Yes.
Yes, there's privilege with me versus someone who has darker skin. 100%.
Yeah.
And that's what I showed in Mixed Boy Joy with the character Troy, where he did nothing wrong, I did everything wrong, but he still got in trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so and what's going on, it's like, you have to speak uncomfortable truths.
Yes.
And it is an uncomfortable truth that I hold a privilege, and I hold this privilege of being biracial.
Yes.
But then I also have the oppression. So how does one like me that presents himself in the world, who has no control of the color of my skin, and has no control over how the world perceives me, how do you navigate that? And so I'm finding ways still today, like, how do I use my voice, my platform, my activism, to fight for this change for my people, because those are my people, but then there's also my people that are doing the wrong. How do I speak to those that will listen to me over listening to a George Floyd about you need to do better?
Can I give a suggestion?
Yes.
You come from the place of being a human being. It doesn't even have to be about black, white, mixed, biracial, whatever it is. The place of being a human being. Because at the end of the day, we have one type of human behaving a certain way to another type of human simply because of the way they look. This is something, they're treating them worse than they would treat a dangerous animal. So come from a place of being a human being. It's not even about, you don't have to defend your blackness or your whiteness or any of that. It's like just a human to human. Why would you do this to your fellow human being? Where is your heart? How do you go home and look at your children at night knowing that you have just spent the afternoon killing someone in broad daylight with cameras rolling and people yelling at you? How do you explain that? How do you look in the mirror? You know what I mean? So it's just a human thing. You know, anyone, like I live in a small village, you know, out in Long Island, you know, predominantly white. It's beautiful. I love it so much. I'm, you know, mummy, PTA mother, this, that, whatever. I've had so many, there are so many of these women that have been outraged. They are using their voice. They're on Facebook, like up in arms, and I'm so proud of it because it's not a black or a white thing. And a lot of them do understand. Yes, because I have white skin, I know I have privilege. I recognize that, but I don't have the right to be ignorant and ignore what is in front of my face. You know. So
exactly.
That's it.
And that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to tell a lot of my white people in my life who know what's going on, but they don't quite understand and grasp it.
Right.
Says, let me just educate you.
Yes.
This is wrong.
Yes.
And you have the power to say something and do something about it.
Yes.
Like at the end of the day, I tell people this across every disenfranchised community.
Yeah.
If it's gay, we need the straight people to fight with us.
Thank you.
If it's women,
yes,
we need men to fight with you.
Yes.
And now the issue, and has been for 400 years, is black folks.
Yes.
We need the white people to fight with us.
Yes.
Hit the streets, protest, do it with us.
Yes.
And that's where real change lies.
Yeah.
And it's when the people that have the privilege join those that are oppressed that real change can happen. And
exactly.
So I pray that the white folks in my life, in your life, and those that watch this around the world, if you can take anything from anything, it's let's use your power for good and make your voice heard and stand alongside us.
Amen. Amen to that. One last question. And it's not a fun question because there are people who are saying, okay, the way that things are being dealt with. So what do you think of the images that we're seeing of the looting and all of that? Is that an effective way to make a voice heard?
Yes. Oh, see, it's a tough one. And I sit with it and I get it. And history has said that this works. Stonewall riots, that worked. The LA riots, that worked. To a degree.
Yeah.
But, you know, because we're still facing that bullshit today.
Yeah.
In my English.
Yeah.
But it works. It brings attention because here's the thing. When we kneeled, they were pissed. When we marched, you were pissed. When there was Black Lives Matter, you were pissed.
Yes.
When we made policies, you were pissed.
Yes.
When we made it into song and art and TV show and movies, like when they see us or Beyonce's Super Bowl performance, you were pissed.
Yes.
So what's the right way to protest?
Right.
And if it is going to be stealing some TVs from Target that's going to make you listen, then it's not right. But if that's what's going to make it happen, you made us do this.
Thank you.
Because there was no other way you were listening.
Yes.
There was no other way you were listening.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, Target will be okay.
Of course.
Target will get their TVs back.
Oh, of
Target
course.
will survive this. But do you know who's not going to survive?
Yeah.
It's George Floyd's mother in the morning.
Oh.
Or George Floyd's child. Or his baby's mother. Or his friend. Or his family. That's not going to come back. They're not going to be okay.
Yeah.
And next week, black folks aren't going to be okay.
Yeah.
So if it's going to take us having to steal some TVs and loot and riot to get your attention to make something happen, I don't want it to be that way, but you made it that way.
Right.
And so this is what we're resorting to.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we got our white folks out here protesting and throwing riots over baseball teams losing and football teams losing.
Yeah.
So if that's not an issue, then come on.
Exactly. Exactly.
When it's years and years and years of this built-up oppression and injustice and murder and racism, for so many years, it's gonna break.
Yeah.
And George Floyd was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh.
Black people said, okay, no more fucking hashtags, no more headlines.
Yeah.
If you're not listening.
Yeah.
So let us make you listen.
Yeah.
And so my hopes is that, you know, that I am all for peaceful protest. I'm all for, you know, let's go out there and fight for it.
Yeah.
I also want people to be safe. You know, I want you out there protesting and fighting and doing what you have to do. And I'm finding ways that make me comfortable and finding ways that make me uncomfortable to also find a way to protest.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we all have to find a way to lend our voice and our power.
Yes.
And so I challenge everyone to find what works for you, but then also challenge yourself to go against what makes you maybe uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to post on Facebook. Do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to go march in broad daylight with signs in your face out. Do it. Just do it because it's time. It's been time. But to answer the question, I get it. I understand it. And it's a result of you not listening.
Yeah. Are you writing? Is this going into the next season, you think? Is this going to be part of your storyline, you think?
Yeah, so I've been thinking about, you know, do we do a season 3? Do we not? Do we, you know, and whatnot? And the fans and people that listen say yes, because this topic is important.
Yeah.
And so this is going to play a part, definitely.
Okay.
And I wanted to, I'm sure maybe you saw with season 1 was kind of micro. It was Jordan and his friends.
Yeah.
You know, it was Jordan and his friend, Jordan and his friends. Season 2 is kind of macro. We
Yes.
take a little bit outside of Jordan's world.
Yeah.
And a little bit of him navigating the world like that. So season 3, I'm thinking about finding a way to bring it back in to micro, to Jordan's circle.
Okay.
But the outward influence affecting is internal. So we're trying to find a way to do that, but this will definitely play a part into what that looks like. And kind of maybe wrapping this up and putting a nice bow on it that talks about race, identity, ethnicity, and where we move and where we go from here.
Sexuality, everything. Right? Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I love how we met, and I love that we're here talking, and I love watching your show. So please continue to make episodes, make seasons, and the people that you are influenced by, you know, like the Lee Daniels, Kendra, you know, all those people, Ava DuVernay, the Issa Rae, all these people, they will get to see your show, and I hope to see more and more of you, because you are fantastic. fantastic. Your writing is wonderful, and it's a joy to watch. And it's very educational, and it's funny. So, you know, that's a good way to make a point, right?
Yeah, thank you, Lauretta. That really, truly means a lot to me. I appreciate you inviting me on and watching the show, supporting the show, and bringing awareness behind it. So this has been a joy and a pleasure, and I hope we get to do it again soon.
Yay! Please stay safe. Stay safe, okay?
Yes.
All right, my darling. I look forward to season 3.
We'll see.
Yes!
We'll talk soon.
Bye, darling.
Bye-bye.